Hello and welcome to the Backmarkers podcast with Tom, which is he, and Darryl, which is me. How are you today, Tom?
I'm good, Darryl. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Been up to anything special today?
I bought a vinyl, watched a Formula 1 race,
Yeah.
and now I'm here.
Which vinyl was that? Tell everyone which vinyl.
Oh, Michael Jackson vinyl. I watched Michael, the film, so I'm now hooked.
Michael,
Yeah.
I want you to fire my father, quickly. Sorry, I just ruined it for everyone.
You
haven't I?
did. How rude.
That was quite feminine.
Spoiler.
Wasn't it? Wonderful stuff. We had ourselves a barbecue yesterday because of the lovely weather. You were here for that, weren't you?
It was beautiful, thank you very much.
Yeah, I spent all morning cleaning the barbecue yesterday so that it was nice and clean, ready to go. And then spent all afternoon cleaning the barbecue because we'd used it yesterday. I just hate it. It's a horrible job. Hate doing it. But there we are.
The food was nice.
Was it?
Yeah.
I hope so. Good.
I had like a minty burger. A lamb mint burger.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that until about then. I was like, oh, that's.
Was it nice?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah. The wife bought 8, but I held some back. So I've still got some.
Well, you enjoy that?
Don't tell anyone. Right, so
Back to Formula 1.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say, for everyone who watches us on TikTok and has watched our YouTube channel and also listened on Spotify, thank you very much for the interactions, because in the last week or so, our TikTok has, I'm going to use the word exploded.
Nice.
It's not a huge explosion, just a very small one. But one of our videos, our Kimi Räikkönen video, has just gone massive, and it's been very nice to have the interactions and the comments. And there's also been some comments on our own personal videos, which has been nice. So I thank everybody for that.
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, so race weekend, Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Oh yeah, yeah. You said it great in that video.
Did I?
Yeah, when you draw the blind track and you went, what was it? How do you say?
Barcelona.
I had more of a
Barcelona. I can't. Don't.
Barcelona.
Now.
It was very European the way you said it. But yeah, so Barcelona, which I'm going to start off by saying was a lot more interesting than Monaco last week.
I wasn't going to mention the M word this weekend. I'm not going to mention the M word.
Can I say it one more time then?
Go on then.
I won't say it then. The previous race to this one, we had Hadjar on the podium.
Yep.
After Gasly had penalties applied for speeding in the pit lane, and then was it 5 days after the race?
Yeah.
They decided, actually, we're going to rescind those penalties, and Gasly got his podium back.
He did.
How on earth can you alter results like that so long after a race?
Well, it throws everything out the board now, because anyone could do that, can't they?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, championship can be decided like that, couldn't it? With a 5-second penalty. Again, it's that M word again, where obviously they've messed up down the line, and I think it shouldn't go further. Like, everyone makes mistakes. So even the FAA makes mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, and so if they've made a mistake with Gasly's penalties, tough crap, Gasly. Everyone's human. Everyone makes mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what should have been said, but they didn't, and they rescinded it. And now it kind of opens up a whole book for people to complain and maybe get their positions back after the race, which could make the sport look a bit mucky.
Yeah, bit of a joke at times.
No, it should have never done it. Like I say, everyone makes mistakes, and they should have just walked away from it and said, "Yeah, we made the mistake, but the position still held."
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I was a bit disappointed about that, because old Hadj, I'm a supporter of the old
Yes.
Hadj. Qualifying in Barcelona. Do you have anything to say about qualifying?
I had Hulkenberg was great because he got to Q3. I had Leclerc is absolutely awful. I didn't get the McLarens being slow in Q1 and Q2 because they're quite fast in practice. And Norris missed out on a flying lap because of Leclerc being awful. And then Russell, fair play, put it on top of the first position,
Yeah. Fair play to Russell.
Yeah.
Oh, he's changing. His head's being turned. I've got Hulkenberg 5th in Q1, which was really good. Alonso quit first time. Oh, no. Okay, right, yeah. I'll come to that in just a moment. Can't read my own writing. It's awful. Doesn't even say quit. It's not even close. Q2 Lindblad P11, which I thought was a good showing.
No, I don't. I think he could have gone faster.
You reckon?
Yeah, Lawson was in the top 10, so I was in Lindblad.
Yeah, I suppose so. Hulkenberg through to Q3.
Yeah.
Leclerc crashed out.
He's just awful, isn't he?
Yeah, popped to the barriers in Q3, smashed the front end off.
I think I'm more angry that Lando Norris is doing a flying lap at the time. He's that far away from crossing the line and getting out on pole, and the red lap flags came out and stopped him from going over the line.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we'll come on to Leclerc later on. And then it was Russell, Hamilton, Antonelli, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hadjar was there with Verstappen.
Yes, he was only a couple of tenths down, wasn't he?
Yeah, which I think is good progress.
Yeah, he's getting faster.
He can prove himself. Yeah. And then I've written McLaren struggled in quali.
Yeah, like I said, they were favourites to put it in P1, P2, but I don't know what happened with that car this weekend. Norris did really well. He did really well to get what he qualified fourth, and if Piastri was seventh on the grid. Norris got more out of it, but the car's still not quick enough, is it?
Apparently Barcelona is going on a biannual calendar with Spa.
Is it?
So I understand.
Oh yeah, because they were saying it might be Alonso's last huzzah.
So we're getting Barcelona and Spa this year, but then next year it's one or the other, I think.
Yeah, and we've still got the Madrid Grand Prix, haven't we? It's just going to be a street circuit, which is this year in September. So Spain will still get a Grand Prix, but yeah, Barcelona will be every other then, I guess. You look confused.
So is Spa going to be on the calendar all the time?
No, like if you're saying, I believe what you're saying, but Madrid now got a street circuit, haven't they?
Right.
So that will be on the calendar all the time. So one year it'll be Barcelona and Madrid, and the next year I'm guessing it'll be Spa and...
But how can they get rid of Spa? It's a brilliant track.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it?
I love it.
It's old school. These old school tracks have fallen to the wayside, and they really should be being maintained and kept on the grid.
For the exception of the M word. M word. M word. That was close.
It was, really.
And Albon... Albon's had the most race starts with Williams.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose it's not too difficult in these days because, years ago when it was like 12 races a year,
that's a good point.
they do 2 years and that's it, I'm done, I'll go to somebody else. But yeah, so something like 96 race starts or something like that for Williams.
Yeah, did he go from Red Bull to Williams?
He might have done. Or did he go Red Bull, RB, then Williams? Because he either got promoted or demoted halfway through the season. I can't remember which way he went, because that was one of those classic Red Bull moves of kicking people out. But yeah, he seems to be pretty happy there. He's doing his thing.
Yeah, I think he's a good driver. It's just a shame about the car.
Yeah. Right then, the race.
Go.
What are your thoughts on the race?
So the race start was crap, apart from Hadjar, wheel spun, and had a really, really poor start.
Is that your new word for the podcast? Crap.
Yeah, I like it. It flows off the tongue. So everything went all well, didn't it? Everyone got off the line pretty fast. Leclerc had a good start. Hadjar, wheel spun, crap start, was like 15th. And then I found the race really, really boring.
Yeah.
To the point where I was going and I'm trying to wake up, and then the pit stop started to happen, and I was like, all of a sudden Antonelli's only like half a second behind Russell. What's happened here? And it just literally clicked into life. It was brilliant. But the first part of the race was forgettable. Absolutely forgettable.
Yeah, Hadjar did have a very poor start. I think he had some good recovery.
Yeah,
now, obviously, I'm a Hadj man, so I've written a few Hadj notes. I've got a good start all round except for Hadjar. And I tell you what, everyone did have a really good start off the line.
They did.
I thought that potentially, Hamilton might have put some pressure on down into turn 1, but it wasn't really there because everybody got a good start.
They did.
And then we had Hadjar was actually doing some quite nice moves around the outside of people, and he was doing really well to move up the order. But then it became apparent, this gap between Red Bull and other teams, particularly McLaren, because there is that gap. You've got Red Bull, a gap, McLaren, a gap, Ferrari, a small gap, Mercedes. That's what it seems to be at the moment. And as soon as Hadjar sort of got up behind Piastri, it was about 20 seconds off him. Yeah. I think he reduced it to 15, and then that was it. Then he just sort of stayed there. And that kind of just shows what pace is / isn't in that car. Yeah,
you can tell with cars are getting lapped quite quickly around circuits at the moment, ain't they? I think someone got, well, again, you've got Aston Martin and Cadillac on the grid what are not fast enough at the moment. So compared to last year, when the grid was so tight, now there's just gaps forming all the time because people are getting used to the regulations.
I've got a note here, Leclerc nearly rear-ended Piastri.
Yes, he did down the straight.
It was very close. It would have been quite phenomenal, really, if they took each other out. I like it when there's a crash.
And Piastri was my random support, so I was not hoping for that whatsoever.
No.
But again, it's Leclerc's really bad. I mean, Piastri did brake really early, but Leclerc should be a bit more in control of his car. But back to Hadjar, if he didn't have a bad start and he put himself in, he might have been battling Max.
Yeah.
And then here's Hadjar and fighting an ex-world champion and you're number one. But he needs to sort out his racecraft a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, he had some good passes on Sainz and Colapinto and Lindblad. But you see, Lindblad had his elbows out a little bit.
He did.
And it's interesting because you'd expect that to be the team that sort of just maybe stepped to the side a little bit and let him through, but he wasn't having any of it.
No, but again, it's easy to overtake slow cars.
Yeah.
He shouldn't really be putting himself in, but they were nice to watch because it's the only entertainment we had until the pit stops happened.
Yeah.
And fair play for him to mess up his start, making it a bit more interesting. But it was boring up until the pit stops.
Aston Martin.
Okay.
Are you wearing the shirt today?
I am.
But I'm sorry. I know we're supporting back markers and stuff, but they're rubbish.
They're dog.
They're so back of the pack. Like, I just can't believe it. That like it was only 3 or 4 or 5 seasons ago. They seem to be getting somewhere, and now they're just nowhere. And like even like Alonso was like lap, whatever it was. Oh, here we go. 17th on lap 18, even though those in front of him had pitted.
Wow.
That's how rubbish that car is. He just can't catch anybody up in it. And it's sad, really, because he's such a... As I always say, I like to see Alonso happy, and I just don't think he's happy. This is like him in his last days at McLaren, when he was just so annoyed with the team and the car, and that was it. That's it, I want to leave. Thank you, this car is rubbish. And he's exactly the same position with Aston. So yeah, it's a shame. But
it is. They said, I think it was in qualifying, Aston Martin were a second off qualifying for Q2. That's how far behind they are from the rest of them. So the slowest car on the grid still are a second behind that group of cars, what they should be battling with. That's how far behind they are. Yeah.
Stroll retired, didn't he? Was it a gearbox issue or something?
I Aston Martin retires, you'd just expect it every weekend now, I'm afraid. This is a shame. Not for Lance Stroll, because it's Lance Stroll, but it's probably safer with him being in the pit.
DNF. But how many times has Stroll out-qualified Alonso?
This is the first time in 42 races.
Correct, yeah. Oh, you read that report?
No, I didn't. I listen.
Yeah, so that just goes to show how good. Well,
no,
how
word it right.
That just goes to show that Alonso is better than Stroll
by a margin.
Yes, and maybe Alonso's just had enough. He's lost it. He's lost his fire. I don't even
think it's that. I just think the car's just it's just woeful. I mean, he didn't even want to start the back of the grid, did he? He changed his gearbox so he could start in the pit lane, so he weren't behind Stroll. But no, that car's just awful. And I'm sure there was a rule: if your car's not so many seconds behind, like the leader, then you couldn't race it.
Yeah, there's some sort of. I think it's done on some kind of percentage.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that percentage is. And I think I read somewhere, again, we talked about women in Formula 1. We want women in Formula 1. We want to see that. But there was one, I think there was a woman in Formula 1 some years ago who tested for quali. Or some, I can't really remember now. It's so vague. But she was outside that percentage, which is unfortunate. And I think they're probably back in a time where the blokes just went, see? Women don't drive. Not having those around here. Now get me a cup of tea, will you?
Everyone's turned into the old British posh man.
Oh yes, yes. But yeah, I don't know what that percentage is, but they must be way behind it.
It's got to be close to it. Yeah, it's a bit worrying, to be fair. It is. Yeah, so shall we just fast forward to all the pit stop happened, and all of a sudden Anthony was behind Russell, and all of a sudden Hamilton was in the game, and all of a sudden everything was happening. McLaren were fast, everyone was fast, and it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Because you didn't know when everyone was going to dive into the pits and who was going to do what. And then Lawson, I put into my notes, likes to move under braking. Because I don't know who he did it on. Who did he do it on?
It was mentioned, yeah.
Was it on Hadjar? Yeah, it was mentioned. I don't know who he did it on, but yeah, that was a bit dangerous. And then I've got Kimi all of a sudden was just quicker than Russell. It's like it was out of nowhere. And it was so the first part of the race, Russell was dominant, weren't he? He was really fast, controlling his pace at the front. Then Ferrari forced his hand, and then all of a sudden it was all about Kimi being faster than Russell. I just didn't know what happened to Russell. Did he not like the hard tyre? It just came out of nowhere.
Even towards the closing stages, Kimi was there, and then he backed off, and then he came back, and then passed him.
Yeah.
But we'll come on to that. Just a side note, I've written here, Behrman, not great, passed a few times.
Has struggled this weekend.
Behrman is good.
Has not good.
Yeah. And it's a shame because he's had some good races.
Yeah, he's a good talented driver.
But this race, it just wasn't really there for him.
Either for Haas. I think that both cars didn't finish, did they? I believe. Well, Behrman didn't finish. Ocon came 13th, which is probably last.
Yeah, Hülkenberg, he retired after 31
which
laps.
was a shame because he was having a bit of a race.
Yeah, retired after good race.
Yeah, very good race. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Shame about Cadillac. Oh, sorry, Audi. So then we had Alonso went off, Aston Martin broke down again, and a virtual safety car, which means the brilliant Lewis Hamilton and the Ferrari strategists, which we don't say very often, called it right.
Oh, yeah.
Called it right.
I've written Ferrari played a blinder.
Yeah. But out of you wouldn't expect it Ferrari, but a free stopper, who would have thought would have won the Grand Prix?
Yeah, and it was just so lucky, wasn't it? Because the engineer said to Hamilton, "You've got 7 more laps on this tyre," and then it was maybe 2 laps later, Alonso retired, and they just rolled the dice. They went, "All right, come in, new tyres, let's do it now." Because also, once you're under those virtual safety car conditions, you're still not going to be hammering your tyres, are you?
No.
So although you've got new tyres on and you've run them for maybe 3-4 laps, they're not at race pace, so they're not going to be... It's almost like losing maybe 2 laps instead of 4 laps on tyres. They absolutely played a blinder. There was a moment when they said yellow flag infringement for Hamilton.
Yeah, I went...
Yeah, no further investigation.
Yeah. But
I'm going to tell you something about this point of the race now, and it's very difficult for me to say.
Okay.
If only we had some dramatic music to come on, or sad music or something. Heartfelt music. Over the last few races this season, I have been slowly, and I mean slowly, warming to Hamilton. Because I've said this before, I just felt like he was too cocky, and then he's had some really bad seasons. Something like 600 plus days he's gone without a race win. It's not been since, I can't even remember, I did write it down I think somewhere, but it's been a few years since he's had a proper race win, not just because he had the sprint last year. Yeah. Was that last year or this year? Last year. So I've slowly been warming to him because he'd take her down a peg or two. And then today, when he was catching up the pack, there was this little glimmer inside of me that said, I think I want Hamilton to win this.
Yeah, so did I.
And then when that safety car happened and he was out in front and he come in and he came out on track, P1, I thought, this could be it. I actually was like, oh my God, I want Hamilton to win this race. For the first time ever, I want Hamilton to win this race.
Yes, I agree. I'm not anti-Hamilton like you. I liked Hamilton when he was in McLaren, obviously. And when he went to Mercedes, I kind of grew out of him a little bit because he did win a lot, and nobody likes a serial winner, do they, in Formula 1? It seems if you win loads of Formula 1 championships, you begin to be hated. But you're right, he's had a few tough years. He's kept with it. Yeah, it put a smile on my face. It was nice to see him back at the top fighting. And I think everyone said that, didn't they? Russell said it, Norris said it. It's just nice to see him back at the top. And I think he's deserved it. This season he's been really, really good. He's been fast. It's been the old Lewis we all love to watch. So yeah, fair play to him. And the team. Ferrari did a blinder. I like that.
Yes. And, you know, Leclerc has just signed a new contract with Ferrari. You and I were discussing this, why. There's obviously money involved and whatever, but
yeah, sponsorship.
But
yes.
The last time Ferrari won a race was Mexico 2024.
Carlos Sainz. Yep.
Why did they get rid of Sainz?
I don't get it. Like, so people say he is fast. Like he'll put everything into a qualifying lap, and he is fast. They say if you put him in the fastest car, he'd win a world championship. But I just don't see the consistency. He's always off the road. He always crashes. It's the top 6 drivers, you'd say, what you expect him to be in the bracket. He's got to be the one of the worst crashes. And if he was in a flipping Haas or an Audi or something like that, and he was crashing all that time, you'd think his seat would be a bit wobbly because the amount he's costing the team what can't afford it. But because he's Ferrari's golden boy, he seems to go under the radar. He's not very good. And
Sainz's pedigree.
Yeah, he is. He's brilliant. I like Carlos.
His dad was a racer, wasn't he? And he's a racer. So yeah, it beggars belief really, but it must just be. He just must be more popular with the fan base. I'm sure that kind of stuff plays into it as well.
Well, yeah, and he's young, isn't he, as well? And he came through the Ferrari Academy, I'm guessing, and that's why they like him. But results, it's a results-driven business, and he's not getting results. I don't get it. I don't think he's that very good. He's not very good. To crash twice in the weekend. Did he have a problem when he went off? Because it does seem he went wide again, and then he had to retire because he bottomed the.
I'll come to that. Yeah. So then we had Hamilton, and he was pulling away from Russell and Antonelli, and like he was building. It was up to I think 8 seconds or something like that. And I wonder if they told him, you have a potential yellow flag infringement, or do they just not bother? But he was building that gap almost like he had been told to be, because if they said it might be a 10-second penalty, you've got to build that gap. And he had it up to 8 seconds, and then Antonelli
was quicker than Russell again, weren't he?
Yes.
I mean,
he passed Russell, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And again, it was a nice little fight. And I thought we might have a Canada situation where it was back and forth. And I was hoping, being the Lando fanboy, Lando could come back into it a little bit. But that Mercedes engine, so it blew up on Lando a couple of times, on Oscar. Both the McLarens didn't start in China. It's blew up on Russell now. It's blew up on Antonelli now.
Yep.
It's fast. It's not reliable.
Lap 63 of 66. Antonelli retires from the race, going slow. And I saw him going slow. And I don't know if there's a delay between the commentators and what they're seeing, or what they're like, the sound coming to us, like we get the visuals just before the sound, or because they're looking at so much data in front of them. But I saw it and my brain went, he's going slow. And then the commentator, oh my God, Antonelli's going slow. And when that car come to a stop at the side of the road, it sounded like a lawnmower.
Yeah.
It was beeped. It was
It was a power failure, they said, didn't it? It just all turned off. But the same what happened to Norris in Monaco. It's not reliable. And if you're a Ferrari fan, you're thinking, cha-ching, this could be the way in. It's fast, it's just not reliable.
And then shortly after that, we had, was it the same lap? We had Leclerc.
Yeah.
It was a power steering failure.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
Sorry, Leclerc.
And I'll tell you what, it was quite... He was doing, like, coming to this corner like 150 miles an hour, and he's turning like this, and then it just like almost like locked to one side, and then that was it. Then he just had no control over it. Bounced over the gravel, back onto the track. Oh no, I've lost power steering, and then that was it. He just trundled around the track into the pits. Game over.
He had a good race, really. I know we just moan about him putting it in the wall and stuff, and he's not very good, but he did overtake a few cars. But again, it's easy to overtake slower cars. Yeah, it's a weekend he'll want to forget quite soon, very quickly.
Just like the rest of them.
Yep.
And then it happened, and I'll tell you what, I was a little bit emotional.
Yeah.
When Hamilton crossed that line to be a Ferrari Formula One race winner, there was a little bit inside of me that was like,
yeah,
fair play to the guy.
I normally pack up my stuff and run over here to do this podcast, but I had to stop and wait and see him take his helmet off and like go on the crowd and see all his teammates and stuff. So yeah, it's a lovely sight.
Yeah,
not quite emotional as well, which is it's nice to see. Kind of landed him back down to ground zero, saying I can do this again, which was nice.
Yeah, I was really pleased for him, and I want to. So now I'm thinking I want to see him win. I want to see him succeed. I don't want that dominance though that's been there in the past, and we might even be a few seasons away from any sort of Ferrari dominance. But I was pleased.
Yeah, I've got in my notes. Could he make 8 championships? He's second in the championship. He's probably the most consistent driver out there. His engine's not blowing up. Apart from Kimi, but Kimi's engine blew up. I know Kimi's been quite very, very reliable. But
well, they talked about the upgrades that Ferrari brought this weekend. I think it's a new nose, a new floor, and a new back end or something. Same machinery, but Leclerc wasn't majorly in the race, whereas Hamilton was running away with it after those pit stops.
Yeah, well, Leclerc he shot himself in the foot in qualifying by crashing out, and that kind of put him behind. So Lewis couldn't do what Lewis was doing, so he messed up his own weekend just with that one accident, and Lewis made the most of it.
And this is the first all-British podium. So we had crossing the line in first was Hamilton, and then
Russell.
And then
Lando.
Where was Verstappen? Fourth?
He came. Yes, he did fourth, just in front of Piastri.
I think he's just happy to be driving a Formula One car at the moment, Verstappen, because they're not. He's not up there, is he?
I don't think he's very happy at all. I think he hates it.
Maybe he just likes going fast, but he wants to go faster. So yeah, first all Brit podium since 1968.
Yes. Which is really, really nice. We like that. We like that a lot.
It was unusual to see the 3 Union flags behind them, and of course we had the the national anthem, because British national anthem because of Lewis, and then the Italian national anthem, which I can whistle note for note because I've heard it that many times because of Ferrari, and also the German national anthem because of
Michael Schumacher. Yes, yeah. do 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 do. Yes. So it's good for British racing, I suppose, all them 3 being up there. But fair play to Lewis and Ferrari, nailed it. Fair play to them.
Yeah. Our random supports for the race. So you were Piastri.
Yes.
And I had Lindblad.
Yes, you did.
Now you've won this one.
Yep.
I can safely say you've won this lot one. Where did Lindblad finish?
Lindblad finished 10th in the end, which is not too bad.
And Piastri was
5th.
Yeah, Lindblad's all right. It's not bad.
Yeah, it didn't beat Oscar though, so that's the main thing.
Yeah. But you see, our race predictions, you said Russell, Norris, Verstappen. You got 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
And I got 2 out of 3 as well.
That's not bad.
Because I had Antonelli, Russell, and Hamilton. And who was your driver today? Verstappen.
Yeah, that was no. You didn't shout one out.
I always forget. I say my predictions for the top 3 and then forget about driver of the day. Who is your driver of the day, Tom?
Are we doing a back marker driver of the day?
Let's do both.
Okay. Oh, my driver of the day is Lewis by a long way.
Yeah.
So consistent and he was brilliant today.
I agree.
So the highest back marker finish was Gasly at 7th, who finished above Colapinto in 8th. Lawson, no. It's boring to keep saying Gasly, but I'm going to say Gasly again.
It's the best of the rest, though, aren't they?
I mean, he had a bit of a Colapinto didn't like letting him through, did he? Halfway through the race, but he did do good with it because Gasly finished 7th in the end. So yeah, dear Gasly.
I mean, the other person I would say, but I'm not allowed to, is Hajar.
He's not a back marker.
But I know he's not. I know because he's not in a back marker team. But he had some good passes, and he recovered well. But then he just reaches a point where he can't go any further. But yeah, probably Gasly.
Yeah.
Who was so dejected at the end of the last at Monaco Grand Prix. He was I don't want to talk right now. I'm really heartbroken. But although he's got the podium back, he still didn't get to savour that moment on the podium.
Yeah, it's probably special in Monaco to do that, isn't it? And he's
very bittersweet.
Yeah, but he shouldn't really got it back anyway, so
no.
Who cares? Sod him. But yeah, he's our driver of the day, I think. Consistent. This Alpine team is really, really good. It's better than the rest. I thought it was going to be Haas, but it looks like Alpine are going to be the ones up there.
They're coming on, aren't they?
Yeah, the last 3 or 4 race weekends have been far better than anyone else.
But is it a Mercedes engine in there?
Oh, good question. Yes.
So
Ferrari? I don't know.
I think it's a Mercedes engine.
And it hasn't blown up on them yet.
No.
Wow.
Because the constructor, the engine suppliers or the power unit suppliers are Mercedes, Ferrari, and now Ford.
Mm-hmm.
You want to beat Ferrari with a Ford. What film's that from?
Is that Ferrari versus Ford thing?
Le Mans, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I just remember that on the advert. It just sounded stupid. I like Christian Bale as an actor, though.
Yeah, and Matt Damon's pretty good in it. I've seen it. It's good.
Yeah.
It's worth a watch.
Do you know what, though? As much as I like watching racing, I don't really like watching things about racing. I don't watch films. I don't really watch Drive to Survive.
Oh.
And I've only watched, I think, 2 episodes of that Brawn documentary.
Oh, that was really good. That was really good.
I know.
But then I like Jensen Button, so yeah, it was good. And what's the other one? There's a film. What's it called? It's about the James Hunt.
F1?
No.
I haven't seen that either.
It's James Hunt story against Niki Lauda when he won his championship. What's that called?
I have seen that one. Rush.
Yes. Yeah. That's a beautiful film. I like that film.
It was all right, yeah. I mean, they come from a different time. Like James Hunt was always there with some fag in his mouth and a woman with her boobs out and stuff,
drinking a whiskey before he jumped in his car. Yeah, brilliant. What a man.
A real man. What a guy.
And he died young, didn't he? He lived fast and died young, literally. Yeah. So yeah, no, it was a good film. I like the film.
Have you got any further thoughts about today's race?
No, not really. Except for it was nice to have a Formula One race from the M word last weekend.
M word.
The M word and my 3 words of the day are fair play Ferrari.
Fair play Ferrari. Okay.
Just because they got it right. And we always moan that their strategy is awful. They always get something wrong, and they absolutely nailed it today.
I was going to say Ferrari played a blinder, but that's 4 words. So I'm going to say, and now this is 3 words plus a punctuation mark.
Go on.
Hamilton is back. Question mark.
I don't know.
Do you think it's a one-off?
No, I don't think. No, I think he'll win more races this year. It's just if Mercedes can sort that engine out for its reliability. I mean, I was thinking today about Melbourne and how Mercedes just like shot off from the rest, and we were like dreading about the rest of the year how it's going to be the same. And now we've got Ferraris beating Mercedes now, so hopefully we've turned a corner and everyone is catching up. McLaren got a bit faster this weekend, but not a lot. They kept up. Lando was only 2 seconds behind Russell, so I think we're turning a corner. If anyone can do it, Lewis can.
Today's race was that perfect Formula One mix, the perfect Formula One recipe of driver skill, team strategy, with a pinch of luck.
Yeah,
and it all just came together.
Yeah.
Actually, side note on one of our back markers, Bortoletto had the fastest recorded speed on track.
Oh, fair play to him.
I don't recall what it was, but he just come up at the bottom of the screen. Bortoletto went the fastest at some point somewhere.
Good for him.
Yeah,
good for him. Yeah.
He looks like an old man.
Yeah, he's young as well, isn't he?
Yeah, but every time I see it, who's that old bloke? Oh, it's a Bortoletto. And you know what? I don't even know what Colapinto looks like. I saw him the other day.
He's very young.
Yeah, I saw him the other day on some video I was watching somewhere, and I was like, who is that? Because they were like showing different drivers, and then he was talking. I was like, who the hell's this guy? Is he just like some stand-in for somebody else for the weekend? It's Colapinto.
Yeah, he's our back marker out a couple of races ago.
Yeah, we don't even see him. We've got to do our random support for the next race, but they're over there, so I need to pick them up. So why don't you fill us in about when and where the next race is?
Oh, it's Austria in the Red Bull Ring. Not this weekend, next weekend, which, yeah, and it's a fast track. It's my 5th favourite track of all on the grid. So, yeah, Austria. Fast, and I believe Mercedes will walk away with it.
You think?
Yeah, Ferrari are good like in the corners and stuff. But again, we've got a week's break, so hopefully we get some updates on these cars. But yeah, I think Kimi will come back strong.
But it is a Red Bull track. Historically, they've been quite good there.
Well, McLaren's won it. Wow. McLaren would have won it last year, didn't they? And the year before that, they would have won it if Verstappen weren't such a baby and took out Norris. And then Russell went and won it, didn't he? So, yeah, Red Bull's not going to win it this year. Sorry, they're just not.
I'm afraid that the regular lunchbox has been moved. So now we're in this. This is a very classic. I don't know. Has it got a date on it? No. This is a classic after 8 holder.
Oh, okay.
So when you have friends round for a nice evening dinner at the end of the evening, after 8 anybody, you'd put them in there.
That's fancy.
Nice, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's older than I am. Have a route around as well. And I will say that by accident, Colapinto fell out on there last week, so he was unable to be picked last time round. Yeah, I didn't realise he dropped between the cushions. Sorry, Collie. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh, your face. Oh God.
Is it better than mine?
Oh.
I've got Hulkenberg.
Hulkenberg. That's a good one to get because he's a good driver and he's had some good results. I've got Perez. God. You win. That's it. You've won it. I thought
mine was bad. That's made me smile.
I didn't like Perez in Red Bull anyway. He was good at the start and then he just waned off. And now he's in that blooming Cadillac, which... Did he retire this race?
Yeah, yes, he did. Yeah. No, well, it says 14th here, but yeah, I believe he did. He was 3 laps down anyway. So, yeah, but he's got a lot of sponsorships, isn't he? Because he's from Mexico and they all love him, and so he brings a lot of money to a team. Hence why Cadillac have got him in as driving seat.
Yeah.
Because he brings a lot of money. So, yeah. How do we do about our season supports? Because I had Lando Norris in 3rd and Hajar finished 6th, so that's a notch up for me as well.
Another one for you.
So
I can't remember who's winning what. Whose personal support was 3-3, so now it's 4-3 to you. Personal support 4-3 to Tom. Yeah. There we go.
What's the random support at now? I think I've only got 2 now. I've got 2 to your 4.
Random support was 3-1, I think, the last time around. So this time it'll be 3-2.
How many races have we had? 7 races. Well, that's only... It's got to be more than that.
I don't know. I don't write... when we first started doing this, I didn't write them down. So and I'm not listening to the whole thing again. I'm not listening to, like... The first episode was like an hour and 5 minutes. I'm not listening to an hour and 5 minutes just to find out what our random supports were.
I'll do some maths.
Maybe our listeners could tell us.
Yeah, write in. Yeah, I'll have a look. I'll look through the episodes and I'll calculate them up.
So the next race 2 weeks' time.
Yes, Red Bull Ring.
Yeah,
Boom.
I do like that track.
Yeah, I do. Track. It's really it's quick. It's a lot of overtaking.
And it's going to be me doing I think the blind drawing this time. It's my turn.
Such an easy track to draw.
You say that. I'd probably have to have a quick glance at it.
It's up.
Just a reminder.
Right, straight, right.
I know
straight,
there's that bit,
right.
that corner.
It's like right.
That corner there. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
Lovely stuff. Well, this has been a good race.
It's been a brilliant race.
Formula One is back.
Yes.
Instead of this namby-pamby, I've got my electric deployment, but I'm slowing down, and I still don't like this revving the bollocks off for a start. You know, this start. I'd rather them just have awkward starts for everybody than this. Oh no, let me just hold your hand. You've got to rev the engine first, get it up to a certain revs, and then when you're ready, the lights will go out. Okay. Good luck, everybody. Which is still causing some issues. Well, Hajar, he just spun the wheels.
That wasn't the car. That was him. I'm afraid.
So yeah, but yeah, Formula One is perhaps getting back to some competitiveness. I hope.
And this race weekend's shown that because Ferrari have come back a little bit on Mercedes, so which is nice. It would have been nice if that virtual safety car didn't kind of happen, because it might have been a situation where you had Hamilton, Antonelli, and Russell all fighting for the lead at one point. With
Hamilton
Norris
would have caught them.
Yeah,
with the pace that he had.
Yeah, and it would have been a bit more of an exciting who's going to win, and then Antonelli's engine would have blew up, and it would have been a bit more tight. But yeah, I'm happy for Hamilton. He's won it.
Yeah, me too. Never thought I'd say that, but yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Excellent. Good stuff. Well, I hope you've enjoyed listening to this episode and watching it.
Yeah.
And please continue to interact with us on our social outlets because I love it. It just fills me with joy.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Darryl.
Take care of yourself.
Cheerio.